stand, say the pledge of allegiance, and hold the silence for our... I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have the roll call.
Whitesong.
Here.
Mr. Cox.
Here.
Mr. Floyd.
Here.
Ms. Galloway. Here. Mrs. Miller. Here. Mr. Smith.
Here.
Mrs. Storm. Here. Mr. Chairman, there are 7 board members present, therefore there is a quorum.
Thank you. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of the prior board meeting, monthly board meeting, June 27th, 2019?
I so move.
Can I have a second? Second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor Foster, thank you for coming. The floor is yours.
Thanks for inviting me out again. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and update you all on what's going on with county government. We've actually got quite a few things going right now. I wanted to give an update on the first responder program. It is underway. That started back in June. It is a countywide program under the Coleman County Fire Department, but Fairfield Glade is included in that. So we are still looking for volunteers, and we're looking to grow the program. It's small right now, but we do want to grow the program. I should know that. I'm a sound tech at county meetings. I should have checked that myself. Did you hear the first part? You want me to go back over? You good? Okay. The animal shelter. We are having a grand opening this Saturday, the 27th, at 2 p.m. for the new intake and quarantine facility. This is the new building that's in addition to the adoption center that the county and the city built last year and opened up. So we would love for you to come and check that out. I have no doubt that we have the perfect little dog or cat for you to take home on a permanent basis. So come check it out, fall in love with them, and adopt somebody. They would love to have you. A little bit of a budget update. This was actually a very good fiscal year for Coleman County. And in the tentative budget that was been approved by the budget committee, the sheriff will be getting 3 new patrol deputies. You know, he's been asking for those patrol deputies for years. That would give him 8 new vehicles this year, the 5 that are in the standard rotation to keep his fleet as new as possible, plus the 3 for the new officers. We're also getting 2 new EMTs. They'll go in addition to the 2 from last year. That will help us to move our basic life support truck from a 5-day-a-week operation to 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. Emergency Management Agency is getting a new truck. They have, if you've seen, when we replace a truck, it needs it. For example, Animal Control is also getting a truck. The one they have now has over 270,000 miles on it, so I'm pretty sure we got the use out of that one. And they will be getting replaced. The county clerk is getting an additional person. He has a lot of commercial vehicles that are getting tagged in Coleman County now, so that's additional revenue, and he needed someone to help with that volume. The courthouse, if you've seen it, it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, I must admit, but it's filthy dirty. It's got mold on it, and the guttering is bad, and that's about to get fixed. That was approved. A little work on it. If you don't keep it in shape, you'll have to build another one, so we're going to maintain that. And the good news is that all this comes with no tax increase. That is a tentative pending the full commission's approval on the special call meeting on August 5th. The last thing I wanted to mention is the 6th district vacancy on the county commission. You're probably aware we have an opening in the 6th district. There is a section of Fairfield that is in the 6th district, so anybody that is interested in filling that role should notify my office in writing by August 6th at 4 p.m. The cover letter is preferred, but we are not requiring the cover letter, but you will have to provide proof of residency in the district. You can also submit your name on the 19th, which is the night that the office will be filled, but I would think you'd want to have your information in the packet that's going to go out to the commissioners. So the 6th would be the better date of those 2. And that's all I have. If anyone has a question?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl is here, County Commissioner. You have anything to share with us, Carl?
I think the mayor covered everything. If there's any questions you may have of me, I'm more than welcome to take any questions. If not, you can meet me after the meeting and we can discuss anything you'd like to discuss. Is there any questions?
Thank you. President's report. Good time. I wish we could have been here, but my granddaughter's 5th birthday took precedent. While our reports are blues, brews, and barbecue was a great success, even with the questionable weather. It now sounds like all had a great time, a little warm, but when you put beer, music, and good food together, what can really go wrong? Also, it was great seeing our own Mary Jo Page on a Knoxville television station promoting this event and all that Fairfield Glade has to offer. A fine job, Mary Jo. Thank you. Some of the best. If you have a chance, or if you get a chance, Stonehenge Golf Course will once again be hosting the Tennessee Women's Open Golf Tournament this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If you've not seen these young women golf, here's your chance. But just make sure you are ready to check your ego at the door, because this is some great golf on a golf course that we all love to hate. I think the long drive winner yesterday was 261 yards. I can't shoot a golf ball that far alone. New blood. Keep watching for announcements. Several of our committees are in need of new members. If you are at all interested, stop by the admin building and pick up an application. Also be advised, more and more of our committees are asking for resumes to go along with the traditional committee application. Committee membership is a great way to give back to this community in which we live. One time a year, mark your calendars. Our annual meeting is not far off. On September 20th, 2019, at 10 o'clock at the CCC, we will hold our annual membership meeting. Even though we have no election results to pass on, the board will present the membership with a year in review and other pertinent information. Please plan on attending. Something new. If you did not get a chance to tour our new Stonehenge Turf Care building, you missed out. Compared to what our Stonehenge workforce had to deal with, this is a job well done. Our employees no longer have to take their lives in their own hands when reporting for work. Many thanks to all that contributed to this project. A job well done. Problems with letters to the editor. Upon my return from a 5-year-old's birthday in Virginia yesterday, or the other day, I read the disturbing letter to the editor in the Vista involving an accident at the gas pumps at Food City. First, I'd like to commend the author for coming to the assistance of a total stranger who was apparently in need of assistance. The author states that he stayed with the victim for 10 minutes, but then had to leave to be in Cookeville for a doctor's appointment, with no medical aid arriving. He then goes on to state that as driving the 6 minutes to I-40, he did not come across any ambulance responding to the scene. He then states that means that the injured man was 16 minutes without first aid from Crossville EMTs. He goes on to say that another 5 minutes have to be added for the ambulance to reach the man in need. So now we are talking 21 minutes without the care needed in a bleeding accident, which is unacceptable. Well, as Paul Harvey used to say, here's the rest of the story, which comes from our Chief Mike Williams. The call to 911 was received at 9:03. EMS was dispatched at 9:05. The ambulance was en route at 9:07 and arrived at 9:14. The ambulance that responded was EMS Unit 460
which is the EMS unit stationed in Fairfield. Notice the ambulance comes from the opposite direction that the author was traveling. And I am sure that if this was a life-threatening situation, the author would have stayed on site instead of leaving for Cookville. Now, we can always argue that 9 minutes from dispatch to arrival is not what we would like. If it was me, I'd want the ambulance there yesterday. But I will argue that a 9-minute response time from dispatch to scene is pretty good in Cumberland County, or any rural county for that matter. Again, a 9-minute response time. It is specifically better than the 21-minute response time referred to in the Vista editorial or letter. What confuses me is if I can find out this information in less than 15 minutes after reading the article, why can the Vista not fact-check this information before printing it and contributing to anxiety and confusion in our community by printing incorrect information? And that's all I have from across the board. General Manager's report.
Thank you. Nothing new on master plan projects. Major Capital Projects Committee is working on that. On deferred maintenance, the lake desilting process has begun. Spring Lake has been completed, and they're now working on Oxford. The chip and seal program by the county has started this week, and now we have some nice weather, so we'll be seeing that going on for a few weeks here, and we'll try and communicate to the residents of the streets that they'll be doing over the course of the next week, so you can plan accordingly. Then our asphalt paving is almost complete. We have one street that we need to put the top coat on, and then that'll be done. Then we also need to do the striping of the collector roads. We do not stripe neighborhood roads, we strictly stripe collector roads, and that'd be like Sneed, Rotherham, those roads. Some other items, year-to-date golf rounds for last month were 61,000, which is 1,800 fewer than budget, but 3,600 more than 2018, thanks to the better weather this year. Timeshare and member rounds still are the main categories that are lower than budget, but fortunately the higher paying package rounds are more than budget, so that's helped offset the decline in those other rounds. Our second fish fry of the year will be coming back to St. George Marine this Sunday. We've made some changes due to some long waits we had last time. Actually, what created the long waits is in the past we've actually had already battered frozen fish that we put in the fryers. This year, Chef decided to actually batter them as he goes. So that way it's a fresher product and a better tasting product. We heard a lot of good comments about the product itself, but when you do that, it takes a lot longer to take care of things. So because of that, we've expanded the hours. Now it's going to be from 4 to 7:30, so we've got 3.5 hours. So please come at your leisure. And then also you can buy tickets for the meal in advance. It's actually your receipt will be your ticket, and you can buy those at the CCC or at either marina. Then we have closed the CCC pool now for major repairs, and that will probably be closed until the middle of September. But keep in mind, you have 2 outdoor pools that are open until 8 p.m. every night, and then we're going to keep those open later than normal in the season. They'll stay open until we're finished with the CCC pool renovations. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Resort report, Barbara.
Good morning. Wyndham timeshare visitors for month to date, 3,255. And year to date, we've had 22,938 Wyndham visitors. As far as timeshare revenues, the conference center year to date 6,196, which is 4% of department revenue. Racket sports 4,817, which is 5%. Dartmoor 37,430, which is 33%. St. George 17,273, which is 18%. Golf 386,112, which is 14%. Food, which is 66,439, which is 7%. A total of a little over $500,000. $518,267, which is 12% of like revenue. We are down 13,000 actually from last year. And Wyndham now gives the timeshare visitors little wristbands, which are yellow or orange or blue, which indicates they're timeshare visitors, so it's easier to track that they are timeshare visitors. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara. ACC report. John. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, the ACC's had another busy month. We continue to approve modifications to homes and new homes and so on. As of June, we have approved 868 exterior modifications. That's up from 705 last year. So we've got a lot of people that are interested in improving their residences. New homes approved for the year through June is 47, which is down a little bit from last year. It was 58 last year. New homes started 51 versus 56 last year, but we've had more new home completions. We're at 39 right now for the year, 26 for last year at the same time. Any questions?
Thank you, John. Financial report. Denise.
Good morning. I'm going to start my report with the balance sheet, which should be your third page. Overall, the club is still very, very strong financially. Sewer cash is at $1.9 million, and equity is at $12.7 million. The POA and amenities cash is at $4.3 million, and equity is at $35.2 million. So very, very little change from the previous month. Now I'll go to the cash flow report. I'll start with sewer. Results from operation of $479,000 positive, variance to budget of $48,000, and a positive $42,000 to actual last year, year to date. Net capital income is positive $109,000. That's $22,000 less than our off from budget negative. And that's due to availability and capacity fees that are a little lower than expected so far this year. That's mainly due to weather, so they'll catch up. Excess revenue over expenses is a positive $588,000, and that's a positive $62,000 variance to budget. And net cash flow after expenditures and debt principal is still a positive $53,000. Come down to the POA and amenities section. Results from operating activities is positive at $276,000. It's a positive variance to budget of $301,000, and a positive variance of $263,000 to the same period last year. Net capital income is positive $1.4 million, which is a negative variance to budget of $21,000. That's due to lower than anticipated lot merger fees. Overall, cash flow is positive $10,000. That's including capital income, capital expenditures, and debt service. If we look at POA alone, the results of net operating activities is positive $549,000, which is positive a variance to budget of $127,000. POA net capital income is positive $1.4 million, which is a negative variance to budget of $21,000. And the net cash flow is positive $1.6 million for the period. You drop down to the next section, we'll look at amenities. Results from operating activities are negative $273,000, which is a positive variance to budget of $174,000. The positive variance to the same period last year of $375,000. Net cash flow is negative $1.5 million for the period. And if you look in just the two areas that normally people have questions about for food and beverage, the subsidy year to date is a negative $260,000. That's a positive variance to budget of 80,000 and a positive variance of 131,000 if you compare it to last year, same period last year. This is primarily due to wages and lower cost of sales and the elimination of the AWE expense. Come down and then look at, for golf, the results from operating activities are 121,000. That's a positive variance to budget of 64,000 and a positive variance of 214,000 to actual of last year. This is mainly due to lower labor expenses and benefits. And some of it is timing difference, just timing differences. I guess the big thing to point out right now is if you look at your POA and amenities combined line, you'll see that we have a positive variance of 301,000 year to date. And that's good. We're pretty proud of that. Any questions? All right.
Okay, thank you, Denise.
All right. So I forgot to mention, we did put a pie chart in there to show the allocation of your dues.
Unfinished business. Detached garage policy changes to exterior addition, manufactured homes, and new home documents. This has been a change that has been posted for 30 days. We discussed it yesterday. I believe there were maybe 9 or 10 comments on that. So can I receive a motion to approve the detached garage policy changes?
I so move that we approve the detached policy changes as they have been posted for the last 30 days.
Can I get a second?
Support.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, we have none. Pat, Fairfield Glade Resident Services.
I wasn't ready. Before you speak,
Great to be alive here in the Glade, isn't it? Let me just tell you about my morning. I got up at 5 o'clock, ran a 5K, swam across Dartmoor, came back, had a cup of coffee, and here I am. If you believe that, if you believe that, I fell out there this morning, had a cup of coffee, and here I am. Anyway, good morning to the board, counselor, and Madam Chairwoman, Pat Davis. I'm going to quickly go over what we're doing. We are actively looking for some dispatchers for our Way to Go program and some more drivers because it is just moving. It's becoming, quite frankly, a nightmare. No, I'm only kidding. It's going along very successfully, so we need more help. So anybody that's interested, come on down. Very important, this coming Monday, I believe, August 3rd, from 9 to 12, the 5 Wishes Community Information Event. I certainly recommend that you go. It's a wonderful program called Aging with Dignity. And quite frankly, it's very worthwhile because you don't want to hang up your family if you suddenly should buy the big one and move up to the sky. So you want to be prepared. And really, I've done it before, and it is very interesting. And this brochure, what's great about it, you could fill it out, have it notarized, and it's as valid as a will. And it lays out your basic needs that you wish your children or family do when you leave us. Okay, Friday, tomorrow, 2 to 4, fire department right here. They're going to explain some of their issues. I urge you to attend. Also, our police department, who is doing a tremendous job here in the Glade. If you get a chance, stop by, say hi, and also drop off a home key and your phone number so they know how to find you in case of an emergency. So I do advise you to do it. It's perfectly safe. August 22nd and 23rd, we're going to have our big concert. It's going to be held at the Conference Center, and it's going to be Fools Fall in Love, the music of Elvis Presley, and it will be put on by, as you know, the Cumberland County Playhouse. Steve, I just happen to have some of my sponsors here. If you'd like to get the names later, I'll be glad to give them to you. Rebecca, are you here too? Okay, I'll see you get them. Anyway, we would appreciate you attending. Tickets are available at the Conference Center and also at our office. Finally, I just want to wrap up with one new program that we started. I can't believe this, but we did. We're now in the maintenance and safety business. What we're doing, quite frankly, is we're trying to help our super seniors who are, you know, there's a form of trepidation. They don't want to take on hiring some contractor to come in to do work, etc. We will do minor little jobs for safety railings, and we just, as a matter of fact, we just installed our first for a lady, some safety railings to get in and out of her house and railings in the house. We're not in the funding business. There is skin in the game. The people do buy the merchandise, but we'll install it for free. And also, the guy that's running it, Phil Taylor and Roger Anderson, these guys have been in touch with, I think, some of the men's groups in churches to help with some cleanups with some of these people who need to clean up their yards and can't afford to have somebody do it. So it's a program that's kicked off, and we've already had quite a few people contact us, and I'm well appreciative of what these gentlemen do. These guys are heroes, they really do. So anybody would like to volunteer to join FGRS, I have plenty of time right after this meeting. I'll be glad to give you a card, or come down to our office, 9 to 12, 5 days a week, sign up. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Ben.
Okay.
Appreciate it, as always. Okay, comments from the floor. If you have any comments or questions, I ask you to come up to the mic, introduce yourself, and we'll have a brief period of time to say whatever is on your mind. Okay. Comments from the board?
Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
As we all know, and you all know, we film these meetings, we broadcast them for our residents who cannot make the meeting. We've been doing it for a number of months. The viewership has been, I guess the right word is modest. Nevertheless, we are going to continue that program, and so I would invite you to tell your friends and neighbors that if they can't make it to the board meeting, they can certainly go to the website and take a look at these proceedings.
Thank you. Anything else from the board? Can I have a motion to adjourn? A second?
Second.
We are adjourned.